Hello, I'm Sarkis, and this is Hookah Unlimited. Today, we're going to be going over the Traditional Chamber. And with that, we're going to be completing the Hookah Chamber series that I've been doing for the last 3 weeks. And I hope you like what you see. Alright guys, before we begin, don't forget to go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell notification so that you could get the videos as I post them. Over the last 3 weeks now, we've been going over the common chamber hookahs, the direct chamber hookahs, and today it's time to go over the traditional chamber. Now I've already gotten a lot of DMs and messages of people asking, wait a second, I thought the direct chamber was traditional chamber all this time. And this is why I wanted to reserve the traditional chamber video at the very end, because people have always mislabeled what I call direct chamber today as traditional chamber, and this is the video that's going to show you exactly why. To make my point, I have brought over a KM, an authentic KM lounge Pear, as you guys can see over here, and with the Khalil Mamoon writing on the down stem, just so you guys could make sure that it is legitimate and authentic. So this is what the tray rest looks like and the rest of the hookah. This is a legitimate KM. The only other option I had was to use a brass solid KM model like a Kamanja or a Beast or anything of the sort. But honestly, I do still have love for my traditional hookahs, and I didn't want to do to those what I'm about to do to this one. Now, leading into that, the truth is that as you guys have been seeing with the common chamber hookah video and the direct chamber video, I was able to take these hookahs apart enough so that I could show you the internals of these hookahs so that you could see exactly what's going on the inside. Now the problem with traditional hookahs is they're completely sealed. There's no way you could take them apart. The heart, where it matters, you can't take it apart. But one thing I do want you guys to note real quick, and I'm going to bring this a little bit closer for you guys so you could tell. The ports, as with every single KM, guys, is always uneven, twisted, all messed up. This is why one person has a KM and swears that, oh, my KM hits fire, it's so good, it's so open. And then the next guy buys a KM and it's restricted and meh. That's because the inconsistencies of the way they've been manufactured. I've also went over in the first video, in the common chamber video, which you could reference right over here, about how conceptually a direct chamber and a traditional chamber are similar, but it's really in the execution of how they're manufactured and put together that makes them so different. And this is why there was a dire need to separate the two, because calling a direct chamber hookah something like the Fibonacci or the Pro X or the Regal or the MIG or so many hookahs on the market today, the Union Sleek and etc., etc., the Hoop Go On, the Avion Stick, the Avion Smile, like all the best hookahs on the market, guys, are direct chamber. And for us to equate that to traditional chamber, in my opinion, is doing a bad thing for all the work and innovation that these brands and these companies have done to making their hookahs hit better in every way, and purge better, and perform better, and smoke better. You get the drift. Now, in order to take this apart for you guys, because that's really the only way you guys could see what's happening inside, right? I decided to bring some tools. As you could tell that I brought a nice little tray over here. I also have a couple of pliers, okay? A needle nose and a typical one. I also have safety glasses, which I do recommend everyone wear if you ever try to do what I'm about to do. Because what we're going to be doing is using this little tool over here to melt off the solder and take the KM hookah apart for you guys, just so you guys could see what a traditional hookah is made. And I need you guys to keep something in mind, and that's the fact that all traditional hookahs, whether it's from Syria or Turkey or Egypt, no matter the brand, they're all built and put together exactly the same way. And the truth of the matter is that inside the heart is completely hollow, and how they're put together is there's this one valve right here that leads all the way through to the bottom, and it's soldered on the top, soldered at the bottom, and we're just gonna have to remove that just so you guys could see exactly what these guys are. Of course, we're gonna start with the purge, move on to the hose port, and then hopefully we could tell exactly what it is. All right, with that, Let's get started. Alright guys, so we got the purge, we got the hose port done, which looks like this on the inside. And we're gonna work on the purge port for you guys next, okay? So let's get going. And this one already got loose. Already done. It's a lot easier. Alright, so let's continue. Alright guys, now that we got that out of the way, let's go over the specifics of a traditional chamber hookah using the main traditional hookah brand, KM. As you can tell, as highly praised and highly rated the KM hookah is, the fact of the matter is it's actually built and put together in a very terrible and flimsy way using a few droplets of solder all together. But I want to take this instance to actually show you guys exactly what it looks like, and we could capture exactly what a KM hookah, traditional hookah is. Now again, I want to stress on the fact that every traditional hookah, regardless of brand, is built the same exact way. This right here is a traditional chamber. This is why I refuse to call the direct chamber the same as a traditional chamber. They're not the same. Inside is all hollow, and the only thing that's holding the important bits of a hookah together are these leads, as I like to call them, almost like straws that are crimped and bent and held together by solder, which is good for maybe motherboards and circuitry, but definitely not to hold together an entire hookah. This is why I have a history. Look how dirty everything is inside, guys. No matter how pretty it looks on the outside, the fact is that in the inside, traditional hookahs are not. They're just not. Well guys, I hope I showed you guys enough evidence of what a traditional hookah is, and you guys could tell exactly what it is. To go over the specific definition of a traditional hookah, it's got a hollow shell with straw-like leads that connect to the purge and hose ports, and that's literally about it. Alright guys, with that I bid you adieu. Thank you for watching again, and I hope you guys enjoyed this series. Please throw me a subscribe. Check out my Instagram at Hookah UNLTD, Hookah Unlimited on Instagram, and of course the Facebook group, which is my community. We're going on to 10,000 members strong, and I hope we could get there quickly at Facebook Hookah Unlimited. Alright guys, have a great one. Deuces. That's your cue to turn it off.
Wow.